when you think about getting into this industry and who you are, like and how you've evolved as a person, um, do you feel like having a license has changed you in any way? Do you feel like it's helped you in your development?
For
And
sure.
if so, please share how.
Oh, it's helped me in my personal life, of course. It's helped me in my business life. It's helped build my confidence. You know what I mean? Like some people say, what can you talk about for 20 minutes without a script or 30 minutes? Life insurance all day long, the importance of it, why we need it, why it's needed in my community, all of the things, right? Um, Definitely enhanced my life in that way. I've regurgitated it so much that you can ask my daughter and she knows the spiel. You know what I mean? So I know it's making an impact. So it has changed. It's giving me a boost of confidence. I know for a fact I'm making a difference. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Right? Like we don't think about like when we go into the grocery store, who built that store, right? Your dad could have helped build that store. Like we don't think about those things. But I'm going to be remembered, not just in my family, but other people's families from how I help put them on, if you will. You know what I mean? Or help protect them or help keep the legacy going. That right there makes me feel powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful. Yeah.
I mean, it is powerful. It's one of the things that I just thought about, even listening to how the business and how the industry has grown you. Um, it in the stories that you've told on this in this conversation, it's also it's influenced your parenting style too, because your daughter Nia was 7 saying, hey, let's go pass out some flyers. Now she would have gotten that from somewhere. Right? She's getting that from seeing you, which is so important because our children, it's not about what we say, it's about what we are showing them. Because she came up and picked that out naturally, and she definitely carries a lot of that same spirit that you have even now, and I know your other children do as well. So that's I think that is just so important to point out, because you're not only affecting your day-to-day and your own thought processes and how you move and how you interact with the world, you're also influencing how your children are going to interact with the world, because they're seeing you do it.
Yeah.
In real time. That's powerful, man. A 7-year-old to say, hey, let's go pass out some more flyers.
Yeah. But then so we went out to eat that same day, right? Because I was just so proud of her, right? We went past out the flyers, and so I had to reward her. So I took her out to eat. We're in the restaurant, me and her, and we're sitting down eating. And a guy comes. I could tell he wanted to say something, right? Anyway, so he finally gets up the nerve to come say something. And she sits there with her 7-year-old self. And she looks up at him and she says, he asked me something. He said, can I ask you a question? She said, you want some life insurance? She was straight blocked it off the get-go. What do you want to talk about? Life insurance? He was like, let me guess. You sell life insurance. I ended up giving him my card and everything. Like, yeah.
Another conversation are we having, right? Yo, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. So now, India, as you're continuing to build, you're doing your work, you're doing your workshops and things of that nature. You're helping other women, with opportunities. You're helping them to get covered and take care of their children and establish their legacies. You're helping to, plan, their final event, so to speak. How do you? Well, couple questions on that. The first question that I'll ask you is, at this point, like in where you're building now, you got a lot going on. Like what is keeping you motivated? What's keeping you moving forward on this journey right
Cliche again, but my kid, my daughter, you know what I mean? Like, she's watching when she ain't watching, you know what I mean? Or when I don't know she's watching. And then again, me, I want a certain life. I deserve a certain life. So that's keeping me going. And for real, cliche again, but we are the superheroes within our community. You know what I mean? Like let's go back to the hood talk, right? Like back in the day, I grew up in the hood, right? And it was no shortage of hustlers, right? And so everybody was getting into the game. The hustle in life insurance is like, where else can you pay $100 and get 500,000, right?
Hey,
That's the real flip. You
you
follow
just
what I'm
buying
saying?
money.
Huh?
You just buying money.
Legitimately,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Legitimately, right? And so I love the power of that. You know what I mean? I love educating my community on the power of that.
Yeah. 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 Um, how do you think your life would be different if you had never got your license?
A struggle.
Mm.
Oh, damn, why do I say it? A struggle? Again, because it goes back to the whole princess thing and me always wanting more and me trying to find a way to get it. You know what I mean? So I've been doing something. I just don't know what. You know what I mean? But I see it being tight, a struggle. I don't
Right.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Like I said, it's one of those places where you really can, carve your own path, you know. I see that. I mean, obviously, what you're doing now, you've talked about throughout the conversation. At this point in your career, what's what's the what's the what's the end goal? What's the ultimate accomplishment, dream? What's the final destination for Indian insureds and legacy leaders?
The final destination is to build a team, a downline, a legacy of 3,000+ agents. And they don't all have to look like me, but that's my vision. You know what I mean? Because this is an ongoing thing. It doesn't stop here. You know what I mean? You got to rinse and repeat. You got to rinse and repeat. So I'm hoping to recreate myself, if you will, clone myself and just make 10,000 of these so that we can just keep this thing going. I like to sit with a client and I say, look, like this is bigger than us. When you finally get your $1 million policy, here's what I want you to do. I want you to put in your will that your daughter will get a certain amount, but she's to take 25,000 of that and purchase a $2 million life insurance policy so that this can rinse and repeat. And then she has to do the same, and she has to do the same. And so in this space, I want to rinse and repeat.
Ooh,
I want
yeah,
to keep it going. I want to keep it going because it's
yeah,
real. You know what I mean? This is the legacy. This is the generation
absolutely.
for real.
Man, you know what I see? I'm gonna tell you what I see, because even though I can't come to your events, even though I don't get the invite, it's now. Let me say this. Let me say this. India does these events, and it's all women, and
Mhm.
she'll have like these silk pillow. I saw a picture. I just saw silk pillows on the ground, and table with some flowers and some candles and scents. I heard it was smelling good. I wasn't invited. I saw some pictures, right? But have it all nice. So I mean, if that's what you like, although I like some silk pillows from time,
It was nice.
but I see, like, I don't know, when I see the things that you're doing, I just see like women having these silk pillow parties, talking about, and with the fondue, and what y'all had, the hibachi at the
Yeah,
joint, like,
hibachi.
all the little, what you do,
Mhm.
just I see like women just having those around the country, having these conversations that we don't typically see in our communities, where it's like, hey, let me talk about, as you call it, as you've called it, the baby daddy plan. Let's talk about these the baby daddy plan, and let's talk about where we are in our lives, and with our families, and with our children, and what we want it to look like. Because it's easy, I think, sometimes to have a conversation about, so even what we see in the news,
Mhm.
or just what we might see. Maybe we saw something on social media, or something that's kind of a general subject that might be fun to talk about, but doesn't actually move us forward. I just really see you doing, I know you're doing it now, I just see it continuing to grow and flourish, where these really important conversations, in these intimate environments that are free, and open and honest, and from what I understand, fun as well. You know, like I said, I'm not invited, but you know, can you tell I'm feeling away? Can you tell I'm feeling away?
You'll be fine. You'll
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. It's all good. Listen, I don't need to be there. I don't need to be there. But what I'm saying is, I just see that continuing to just expand for you. You know what I mean? And I'm just so excited about, you know, what you've been building, where you're headed, like where you're going, everything that you're doing. And I just want to just say thank you. I appreciate you, you know, for being on the platform and sharing your story as well. I just want to take a minute just to say that, just say thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
You know,
thank you.
So as we start to round out here, something you would tell someone who is new, who is joining the industry, maybe someone who's even just thinking about joining the industry, or maybe someone who's been here for a while and they've been in it for a while. Maybe they got their license a while ago, but they're just not, it's just not really kicking off for them. What kind of advice would you give to someone who is still kind of finding their way in this business, either new in it or maybe even thinking about getting into it?
A lot of times when people come to the industry, they like life insurance, right? Like that anybody who has breath need life insurance. So they try to be something to everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna die. Facts. But for me, what worked for me was when it didn't feel like work anymore. I always say to an agent who asks me questions like, what do you do? Don't make it feel like work. Like, let it be about your passion. Niche down. You know what I mean? Like it's me with the women and my breast friend thing. When I have those gatherings, it's like barbershop talk, if you will, but for women. You know what I mean? I love being in a space where we can laugh and get to know each other and have a good time and educate and empower and ensure and all of those things. So it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like a used car salesman. So my advice to anybody is follow your heart, really mean it. Don't just chase the dollar. When it doesn't feel like work, the money comes. Niche down. Find something that you are passionate about. If it's pet insurance, if it's the elderly, if it's men, whatever it is. My suggestion is when you're doing what you love, it flows. You know what I mean? You thrive as opposed to like, I gotta go do this. I gotta go make 15 calls, whatever that is. You know what I mean? When it doesn't feel like work, when you can niche down, it becomes even more powerful, more impactful, and the money comes. Money comes.
Yeah. Absolutely. A mentor of mine told me early in the game, and you know him as well, but he said, if you want to make a lot of money, stop thinking about the money. You know, just think about the mission, think about the purpose, think about helping people, think about doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And if you do that, you'll make all the money you need and more in this business. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. How do people get in contact with you? So let's say I'm listening to this interview and I say, hey, I want to come to a silk pillow party. If you qualify, you got qualify to come to India's party. But if you qualify, you know, I want to come to a party. I want to find out more. I want to get in communication. Shoot, I want an opportunity. I want to work with her. I see her in the turquoise. I want to work with her. And you go to page, you see all like I want to work with her. How do people connect with you and connect with India Insurers and Legacy Leaders?
All things India Insurance. So indiainsurers.com. I'm India Insurers on all social media platforms. That's it. I'm indiainsurers.com or India Insurers on any social media platform is how you find me. You want my personal number, you want that, I can give that to you too. But all things India Insurance, I'm real easy to find. It's gonna be a chocolate lady in a turquoise dress. You'll spot me.
Easy to identify. You look for the turquoise, wherever that is.
Yeah.
But likely that's India's page. Even if you can't see the name, if you go see the colors, you're gonna know what time it is already.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, look, once again, like I said, just thank you for taking the time to come and share, and really just really just kind of give your story to the people, because I think it's an important one. It's a powerful one. You got some great things going on, and I'm excited, proud, honored, privileged to get to know you, get to work with you in a few different capacities. And for those who are listening, you know, reach out. India insures everywhere, whether it be social media, if you're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Well, LinkedIn is going to be India Brown, right? It's just going to be. But but on there it's still gonna say India Insures underneath. So India Insures, all over social media. Reach out, get connected. She is, an open book, happy to answer any questions, very helpful. Works with some great people. She's a great leader in her own right. And maybe you heard something that kind of sparked you. Maybe you're a single mother who's thinking that maybe, man, you know what, I need to do something for my kids, or maybe, maybe I should look at this as an opportunity for myself, and maybe that made you think that you should get a license. Until the next time, take care. Peace.
Thanks, Rod.